You probably know by now, ChatGPT is leading a massive shift in consumer behavior. We see it in the numbers every day. Increasingly, consumers are using ChatGPT, Grok, Perplexity, Gemini instead of traditional Google search. Google search numbers are actually down a little bit. Meanwhile, ChatGPT has hit 2 billion daily interactions, and the numbers are just continuing to accelerate. Right now, we have clients, and I've spoken to dozens and dozens of lawyers who are getting leads and clients from ChatGPT in a variety of practice areas, in a variety of markets all over the United States. So this is happening, it's happening now. Meanwhile, you may have heard ChatGPT is about to start rolling out ads. In fact, you may have actually seen ads already because my understanding is they are beginning to display. And so here's what you need to know. Typically, when a new platform, whether it was Google back in the day, whether it was Facebook, whether it was LinkedIn, in the early days, they're really just building an audience, right? They're building an organic audience. You think back to Facebook, for a long time, there were no ads on Facebook. And then sooner or later, the company needs to monetize and they start rolling out ads. What typically happens is in the early days, whether it's a few months or even potentially a few years, as advertisers are still catching on, it's typically very lucrative. The early days of Google ads, the early days of Facebook ads, you almost couldn't not be profitable advertising on those platforms. I expect ChatGPT is going to be very similar. So this is something I'm really excited about and I want law firms to pay attention to. OpenAI, just a couple days ago, published this blog entry. Check it out on their blog, right? We'll link to it below this video, but they actually give some examples of what the ads are going to look like. What's really exciting is they are going to be targeted to users based on the conversations that they're having, right? So this is not just a random ad that's going to flash for your law firm when somebody's looking for a chili recipe. It's going to be triggered if you're an estate planning firm and a user is asking questions about how to create a will. These are the types of things that are going to trigger ads. Now, the bad news is, and this isn't even necessarily bad news, but this just means you got to be patient. Initially, they were really targeting this ad rollout at high-level enterprise clients. I believe the minimum ad spend is going to be something like $200,000. And from what we understand, there's very limited attribution and tracking available. So really, they are learning on the dime of some Fortune 500 companies that are willing to test the water. What that means for you is hang tight. For one thing, it's going to be really interesting to see these ads and experience them. And that's going to give us the ability to really kind of figure out how best to create ads on this platform. But two, this is giving OpenAI time to really build out their ad infrastructure system. Hopefully by the time they open the doors for smaller spends, there's going to be more tracking, more visibility, more attribution available. So we're paying super close attention. I can't wait until we can start running ads in ChatGPT. Please stay tuned. Follow the OpenAI blog, follow our content on social media, get on our newsletter. We're doing webinars around this probably a couple times a month. This is going to be a really big deal. Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted.